So it's been about 5 or so minutes. I got the fan going here because it's getting a little smoky, but that happens. Casualty of war. So what I like to do is after the second side cooks, I turn the heat off before I season the meat. The reason that I do that is I only use salt and pepper. And I find that when you put the salt and pepper into the pan when it's still very hot, especially the pepper, it starts to burn. It starts to burn and get the apartment real smoky. So I like to kill the heat and then apply the salt and pepper later. Okay, right now what I'm having out of the 5 meals, I'm having 4 of the meals with carbs, and I'm having 1 of the meals with vegetables. So here's my 4 carbs, and I'm going to put a little peppers and onions in for the vegetable meal. A lot of people are wondering how I do my rice, so one day I will probably show you guys how I do it. But I take basically a bag of rice. I'm having about 1 serving of rice per meal, which is around 37 grams of carbs. A bag of rice has 19 servings in it. So what I do is I actually have 19 of these little canisters. So I'll make a whole bag of rice, which is a pretty big pot of rice. I divide that pot into 19 of these canisters. I'll put these in the fridge, so when it's time to make my meal, I'll pull one out, I dump it in. It's easy and done. Alright, so now I'm going to apply some salt and pepper. So hopefully you guys aren't going to get scared by this because I use a decent amount of salt. Sodium is good. Sodium lubricates the joints. Sodium is good. So that's how much salt I put in. Keep in mind I only use salt and pepper. Okay? This is about how much salt I put in. I like to go a little extra with the salt because ultimately I'm going to be cooking my rice and vegetables in these pans as well. And this salt is going to mix with the pepper and also mix with a little bit of the essence of tilapia and create a nice little flavor for the vegetables and the rice. I like pepper a lot, so we do a decent amount of pepper here. Decent amount of pepper. That's how we do that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the meat. Also, I like to turn the heat off because I'm not struggling over a hot pan right now, you know, trying to keep from burning my arms. So I can work more efficiently and safely with the heat off here. So now here's another challenge. You really got to be careful. You know, it depends. If you like your meat to be kind of chopped up or in pieces, that's fine. Again, I have this thing where I like to keep my tilapia fillets whole as much as possible. So I like to scoop them out whole like that. Sometimes it can be a little bit of a challenge. Now here's what's also interesting is that if they don't come out completely whole, I don't necessarily mind having a little tilapia left behind because then that mixes with the rice or the vegetables and actually can offer a little bit of texture to the rice and vegetables. So I don't necessarily mind if some of the tilapia here gets left behind. So now what I do is another bed of cooking spray just to loosen up whatever's in there and to have a nice environment for the cooking of the rice and vegetables. So here's what I do, right? So this is 4 pans and there's 5 meals, okay? 4 of the meals are going to be rice and 1 is going to be vegetable. So one of these pans is going to get 2 canisters of rice.